Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today, man, the E-Day has passed from 600. Gonna be reacting to what happened here. Chicago rapper E-Day pronounced dead after shooting. Man, if y'all were here back then, like when drill first started, like E-Day was one of the like OGs for real. But I don't know like why people is really surprised by this. Like I seen somebody say this is more surprising than like Duck and Vaughn. Hell no. That don't even make sense because Ide was still in Chicago, like the regular hoods, and he was dissing big people. Like Vaughn and Duck was dissing too, but Vaughn wasn't even in Chicago, and Duck got killed in the richest part in by a designer store. Like Ide got killed in the hood, like you know what I mean. So like this is definitely not that surprising. The only thing that is surprising about it is the fact that he was here for so long and nothing happened to him. I don't even think he was shot before this. Like I think this was his first time getting shot, honestly. So that's what like made it surprising that he was in it for so long. But it's not surprising that it happened, honestly. Like, but R.I.P. E-Day, man, for sure. You know what I mean? Some of the stuff he did was, a little, messed up. But overall, man, respect to him. R.I.P. for sure. And let's see what's up with this. Make sure y'all comment below. Um, like the video, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and follow my social medias in the link in the description.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, and I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on one of the drill pioneers in Chicago, Edai 600.
See, yeah, facts. That's what I'm saying. Bro was there from the beginning. Like, he was one of the original dudes. Like,
just shot and killed. Sunday, August 1st, a 32-year-old man was standing outside in the
he was
7200
old
block
too.
of
Most people that's in Chicago, like in a gang, they do not live to 32. Most of them don't even make it to like 21.
South Bennett Ave in Chicago's South Shore neighborhood when he was shot multiple
Or
times,
past 21.
bullets striking him in the chest and stomach. The man was transported to the University of Chicago Medical Center where he was pronounced dead and
That's
has yet
crazy.
to be officially identified. It wouldn't take long for news to break on social media that this was none other than Corday Ely, more commonly known as Chicago rapper Edai, one of the early pioneers in Chicago's drill movement who left behind some of the most disrespectful songs in drill's history.
Damn.
Some of the oldest videos I could find on YouTube date back to
Yeah, that
2011,
war and all
showing
this.
Edai with some of Chicago's most famous names
Dirt,
before the
Chief
fame,
Keef.
like Chief Keef, Lil Durk, Rondo Number 9, L.A. Capone. The list goes
Chief
on.
Keef Chief Keef shouted Ide out in 2011. He said, "You introduced me to 600." So Ide played a part in a couple things. You know what I mean? People ain't give him his credit for real.
On. But if you know the history and how many people in these videos have been killed since then or sentenced to decades in prison, it's crazy to think how far the few lucky ones have made it. The following year in 2012, Billionaire Black and FBG Duck would drop a diss song entirely dedicated to Edai, titled Edai Is You Serious? While the pressure between 600 and FBG would continue for the next decade. But
That's
in
crazy.
2014,
Like Buka, okay, he's with Dirt. Ide's dead. LA's dead. Rondo's locked up. Who else was in this?
Edai dropped his song War.
Just
The first
blows locked up. Just blows locked up. Estai don't mess with 600 anymore. Tay don't mess with 600, or they don't mess with him. Vice versa. But yeah, man, 600 is
in the
pretty much
song
done
saying
for real.
fuck FBG, then addressing the song aimed at him saying that Edai's You Serious diss, that shit ain't nothing to me. You on that bus stop like Tuka, we put you under the sea. The line was marking the death of Shondale Gregory, also known as Tuka, a 15-year-old who was killed at the bus stop on 63rd in St. Lawrence, FBG Duck's block. But the coldest line in War was on the second verse when Edai said, I get that call, they on Brick Squad, I'm like murder them boys. Kick in Miss Coleman's door and knock Lil JoJo's urn on the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, that one of the most disrespectful lines in history. Like, So, like I said, it's not surprising that he died, but yeah.
floor.
People been wanting him
Marking the
dead.
death
Like,
of Joseph Coleman, also known as Lil Jojo, the GD rapper that went famous for his song BDK, pulling up on Lil Reese, and later being shot and killed
JoJo
at the
tweeted his
age of 18.
location, so that was his
Edai would
fault.
continue rapping throughout the years, but would never reach the levels of success within the industry as some of the others he was around. And while he made drill music, Edai would be mocked for the fact that he at one point or another was a truck driver working a legitimate job. 600 would slowly fall apart throughout the years as members would
He
fall
was
victim
making more money than most of them niggas did. Like, truck driving get bread under.
to the streets of prison and pressure within the
The
group
only niggas
would
that probably
build.
made more money was the
Edai
niggas
was the
that blew
blood
up off of
brother of
rap. Other than
C-Day,
that, he made
another
more money than the
600
rest of them.
rapper who's less known for his music and more known for how many bodies he's allegedly left in the street. When C-Day and Rondo were arrested for the murder of a cab
Eday's
driver
little
back
brother.
in 2014, Edai was one of the main ones alleging Tay 600 snitched on the case, an allegation that would later be proved false. But 600 would never be the same, as sides had already been chosen, and many believe 600 had never been the same since the loss of L.A. Capone. C-Day would later be sentenced to 38 years in state prison, and Rondo to 39. June 30th, 2021, Edai would make a post saying, when it comes to the topic of drill music, I feel so unappreciated because 600 started drill.
Ah, they ain't start drill, bruh. That's cap. Fucking who's them one dudes like King Louis and Pac-Man? Them is the dudes that started drill for real. And Chief Keef blew it up, so you could say he was like the third one. But Edai is like top 10 in terms of like pioneers of it. I don't think Edai was that good personally. He has some good songs though, but he's definitely one of like the pioneers. You know what I mean? But the top three that really started it was like King Louis, Pac-Man, and Chief Keef.
And in a way, he's right. While Edai isn't one of drill's
Recent Freda,
superstars,
stuff
his
like
name
that.
is still cemented in drill's history and will live on because of it. Only 5 days after that post, he'd make another with the caption saying, I might get talked about, but I don't get touched. Love it or hate
He
it,
dropped.
drill music comes with death. And it's death that makes the music
It's
real.
literally like deaf music.
While Edai had his back and forth with FBG and plenty other gangs for over 10 years, Edai was killed literally only 3 days before the 2-year anniversary of FBG Duck's death. Making a
Damn,
list of drill rappers who've
that's crazy.
been around since the beginning that much smaller. Now to hear a Chicago rapper died, I mean, it happens so often, but it always comes with a punch to the stomach type feeling. You don't even have to be involved in any of it, know any of them. But Chicago rappers have so many fans and have left an influence across the entire country. You can appreciate both sides of the music, from the GDs to the BDs. It doesn't matter. You can
Facts.
appreciate the talent. Some of the rappers, even though they beef with the other ones, they'll say like, yeah, he can make good music. It's still fuck him, but he can make good music. Chicago has a lot of fucking talent, and Chicago is killing off their talent.
Swear Chicago had a big like package, you know what I mean? Like obviously there is still a lot of good rappers that made it though. Like you gotta give credit still, you know what I mean? Herb, Bibby, Chief Keef, Lil Durk, Polo G, who else? Them some of the main ones that's really hard that made it. Love Foe, you know what I mean? But they lost Vaughn, Duck, Pappy, LA, Nunu, Kappa, you know, Ide, Shooter Shells, who else? They had Dusky, Lil Mark, JoJo, you know, all them type of dudes, man.
And as crazy as that sounds,
And then there's people on the come up like Ruga, you know what I mean? Ruga, I think he's gonna blow up. You got Tay Sav, Pappy's brothers and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
it's the reason so many people are a fan of the music. You know, they say rap started as an expression of what was going on in the ghetto. And that's all drill is. Chicago,
True.
they're killing shit left and right. It's within the city's culture. They've been doing this shit for decades on decades on decades. And all drill is doing is putting it in the music. The disses, the this and that, the back and forth, the murders.
It definitely made it worse
It's a
though.
part of the music, but it's what makes the music great. As sad as that is to say. And it's almost like, warriors, true warriors in history. In a lot of different cultures, it's always been one of the greatest honors to die in battle. You got a lot of Chicago rappers that'll mention things like, I'm gonna be this way until the day that I die. I'm this until I'm in my grave. I'm that until this happens. And, unfortunately, that's what happens.
I swear.
But it's always the ones that die young that are always remembered as being legendary. You know what I mean? It's different when you see someone.
Oh yeah, Fredo was another one. R.I.P. Fredo for sure.
Reach old age. You don't look at them the same.
But he ain't get killed. He was like one of the few that died
hell,
from something
you
else
can't picture
than
the
guns.
20-year-old them, the 30-year-old them. And all of these Chicago rappers, I mean, they go out in prime years or not even in their prime. 15, 16, 17, 24, 25, 26. Young as hell, but they're forever remembered as being that age. As being that person. That legendary. Living a life that's literally a gamble, not knowing when you're gonna die, but you're living that fucking life. And you're taking people out and you're putting it on songs that people are gonna remember. Now, one of the things that I mentioned in this video is the fact that Edai was consistently mocked for being a truck driver. And a lot of people are like, well, how you gonna hate on a man that's got a real ass job? A lot of people inside of Chicago had real jobs. A lot of people in Chicago got killed at their real jobs, which is why a lot of people can't work a real fucking job. But the thing is, you can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Because having 1 foot in the streets and 1 foot out only makes you that much more accessible. If you gotta show up to work, the motherfuckers know where you're at. And that's also what fucks up a lot of the money for people inside of Chicago. If you can't get a job and you can't go to school because of the threat of getting killed, you can only make money doing some street shit. So you're all the way in this street lifestyle.
That's facts, and people don't get that. Like, once you in that, bro, there's really no way to get out unless you move far away. Like, y'all see even Dirk and all, he ain't really out because he's right in Atlanta. That's kind of close for real. The only one that really truly separated himself was like her, Bibby, Chief Keef, and like Pullo G for real. And Fredo did back then, you know what I'm saying?
With no fucking escape because you always have that threat of death over your head. And the best thing that ever happened to Chief Keef's career is when they said you can't come back to Chicago. He moved out to LA, he brought whoever he brought with him. And it's not that he's untouchable, but it's the simple fact that he stays out the way and just lives life and enjoys it.
Yeah, he's all the way out the way.
That's keeping him alive. And I mean, a lot of other people moved out of Chicago too, but they fucked up and went down to Atlanta. Atlanta ain't sweet. Motherfuckers are still getting whacked down there too. So,
R.I.P. Vaughn, man.
But that's just how it goes.
That's what I'm saying. The Vaughn was surprising.
It's 1090J. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
Yeah, man. That was definitely wild for real. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what people were saying in the comments for real. Living like these guys do is playing roulette with only one empty cylinder. I wouldn't compare drill to the origins of rap. Drill is beyond disrespectful. Product of his environment, dude. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, everyone's making some decent points here. Facts. LA's deaf, man. That really messed him up. Like, but yeah, that's another loss for Chicago and for drill music. You know what I mean? R.I.P. Edai. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Don't forget to, let me know. And I hope y'all having a good day. Remember, y'all, stay positive. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.